Hello, this is retired Marine Colonel Walt Ford, editor of Leatherneck Magazine. I'm here with Brigadier General Bill Weise and his biographer, Mark Huffman. This morning we're going to do a small interview with the two of them for the Marine Corps Association's websites and hear about what prompted Mark to write the book, and then a little bit about Brigadier General Wild Bill Dixie Diner 6 Weise. Good morning, Brigadier General Weise. Welcome aboard.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Mark Huffman. Good to see you too, sir.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for giving us some of your time this morning. We're going to do a book signing later in the morning.
Okay.
So I'll start off with a question of you, if I might.
All right.
You're the biographer for Brigadier General Weise.
I
It's a
am.
great story. I've already mentioned to you beforehand that I thought it was very well organized, very well told.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. I think our readers will enjoy it too. I know it's a progress. How did you end up with the book project?
Well, first and foremost, I'm drawn to a good story, and General Weise is a great story. And I was vaguely aware of the Battle of Dido. I had seen portions of the video that was done in 1998. And it was Fritz Warren who suggested that Bill's story, what happened in his life before Dido and what happened afterward, was a very good story. And it turned out he was right. And it was just such an easy book to write because I would just sit and listen to Bill talk. And that's, for an author, I think that's the greatest luxury, is to have a great subject.
Outstanding. What particular part of the story did you think was most valuable to the reader?
I think it's a great leadership story. I mean, if you look at Bill's life, from the time he was a kid in South Philly to all the way through the Marine Corps, he was in charge. He was, thinking outside the box. He was making things happen. And I think for any young officer, someone interested, or even people in industry, I think there's some great leadership lessons here.
Sure are. Independent leadership too, yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, General, it's a great story. You've led a great life. It's certainly been a life of commitment. Going back, reading just about the Battle of Dido and 1968 there with your Marines, what would you like to tell us about that battle that hasn't been covered?
Well, first of all, when I think of that battle, I think of the young Marines and the sailors that were with us and how well they fought, how well they did, despite the fact they had the odds against them all the way through. We never knew exactly the size of the force we were fighting. We knew there were a lot of them, and that they kept coming, and we were getting smaller and smaller. And as you know, we were piecemealed into that battle. I didn't, and it wasn't in my area of operations. It was over in the area that was assigned to the Army of the Republic of Vietnam, and they vacated it to fight a battle up north. And miraculously, somehow the enemy got in there in 48 hours and put in a beautiful, beautiful defensive position. The Japanese in World War II would have been proud of the fortifications in there. The way the bunkers were mutually supporting, connected by trench line, good communication, spider holes supporting the trench line, and camouflage you just can't believe. It was beautiful. It must have taken them several months, well, I don't know, but at least weeks and weeks to do that. And I'm sure that there was collusion on part of the South Vietnamese in that area for them to be able to get in and do that. And found out that that's actually what happened when I revisited Vietnam years later.
Mark, Bill's a picture of your life, all starting from your youth and how those things that you went through and endured as a member of a family developed you into the leader that you became. I'm going to jump right straight to one portion of the book, because I think the book describes you as a man that we all come to know and respect as a very aggressive leader. And the regimental commander may not have thought that at one point, and something that was happened on the radio that Mark recants in the book. I just want to read to the readers. It's pretty far back in the book, but it really impressed me because that's the General Weise that we know. Regimental commander was yelling at you to be more aggressive, to keep up the pressure on the enemy, and to exploit any success. And you were in some deep kimchi there.
Yeah, we were.
There was a lot of success going on. But you had enough of that, and over the sound of the gunfire and the grenades, the Marines, your Marines, heard you yell, "God damn it, 6, you don't have to tell me about aggressive. I've got 2 companies in the attack right now, and they're killing all those little bastards they can find." Is that how it happened, sir?
Well, it's pretty close to it. Yeah, I think it was pretty close to it. That's what some of the men remember anyhow, but
Well, it rallied them.
it did, yeah, and it's amazing when you have Marines like I had there, and like I see today in the Marine Corps. They respond when you lead them.
Yes, sir. They're sometimes the best, the poorest plans, they carry them through for us. Yes, sir.
Exactly. You know, you never know. I found out one thing about Marines, especially in combat. They always exceeded my expectations. And I expected a lot from them, and they exceeded them every time.